So we're continuing on with that worksheet with more word problems. At a restaurant, the cost for a breakfast taco and small glass of milk is $2.10. The cost for 2 tacos and 3 small glasses of milk is $5.15. Which pair of equations can be used to determine T, the cost of a taco, and M, the cost of a small glass of milk? So we're lucky. Our variables are defined for us again. T is the cost of a taco, and M is the cost of a glass of milk. Okay, so we're going to look for two relationships that compare these two values. So let's take a look. Let's pick a different color. At a restaurant, the cost for a breakfast taco, okay, and a small glass of milk is $2.10. So how do we write that as a sentence? Well, A implies that there is one breakfast taco and 1 glass of milk. So when we write our equation out, we can add 1 taco plus 1 glass of milk is equal to $2.10. The second relationship that we see is that the cost for 2 tacos and 3 small glasses of milk is $5.15. So 2 times the cost of the tacos, plus 3 times the cost of the milk should give me the total cost of my meal. Okay, so now given these two equations, we're going to pick a method of solving. Now, because it's in the format where everything is lined up, I'm going to lean towards elimination. Okay, I'm going to try and eliminate one of my variables by multiplying this first equation by a -2. Now, why am I choosing -2? Well, because I'm going to try to cancel out this 2t. So when I distribute the -2 to every value, I get -2t minus 2m is equal to -4.2. The t's cancel out, and 3m minus 2m is just 1m, and we get 95 cents is the cost of a glass of milk. Okay, so now we need to find out what the cost of a taco is going to be. So I can substitute it into either equation. So I'm going to pick the first one. T plus the cost of milk is equal to $2.10. Moving this over, put 95. I get that tacos are equal to $1.15. Okay. And I don't know why anybody wants to drink milk with tacos, but that would be the cost for this particular place. I guess if it's spicy, you might want milk. Frosty Ice Cream Shop. Okay, this is the last one we're going to do together. It talks about ice cream. It says the Frosty Ice Cream Shop sells sundaes for $2 and banana splits for $3. On a hot summer day, the shop sold 8 more sundaes than banana splits and made $156. Okay, so now we need to figure out what our variable is. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be comparing the number of sundaes sold and the number of banana splits sold. And I see that because it says the shop sold 8 more sundaes than banana splits. So let's give these variables. I'm going to call sundaes S, and I'm going to call banana splits B. So those are my variables. So what are my two relationships? Well, let's start with this one. On a hot summer day, the shop sold 8 more sundaes than banana splits. So that means sundaes is going to be banana splits plus 8. Right, because you sold 8 more than the number of banana splits. The second situation that I have in this question is money. The cost of a sundae is $2 and banana split $3. And as a combination of those, they've made $156. So how does that translate? Well, $2 times the number of sundaes plus $3 times the number of banana splits, it equals a total of $156. So you have an items equation and we have a money equation. Okay, so now what method can be used to solve? Well, again, S is isolated, so I'm going to stick with substitution. So I'm going to substitute S with B plus 8 and solve. So 2B plus 10 plus 3B is equal to 156. 5B plus 10 is equal, I apologize, not 10, 16, because I distributed. 156 minus 16. 5B is equal to 140 divided by 5. The number of banana splits sold is 28. And we can use that to find the number of sundaes sold by adding 8. So sundaes are going to be equal to 36, I believe. Yes, 36. So we have sold 36 sundaes and 28 banana splits. And that should give us the total cost of 156. All right. So as part of your assignment for today, in addition to watching the videos, I'm going to ask that you complete this exit ticket. It says Mary has a bag containing 35 nickels and quarters. The total values of these coins is less than $2.50. What is the maximum number of quarters that meets these conditions? Okay, so what am I going to be looking at? We're only going to be looking at nickels and quarters. The nickels, the hint I'm going to give you is that we need to know how much these are going to be. So the nickels are 5 cents and the quarters are 25 cents. So use that information to help you define your variable